Heavy on the wrist, baby.
All right, welcome to another edition of Heavy on the Wrist podcast.
Heavy on the wrist, baby.
AKA Mike Larry. And we got a very special guest in the building today, man. This guy, he does his own type of music. He's a vision. He's been doing this a long time, man. We're very lucky to have him on the podcast today, on the platform. We got Chayo Nash, man.
Chayo Nash, what's going on, man? Thank you for having me here, Mike Larry. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see what we get into. Always excited to do it in Florida as well. So, let's get it.
Hey, man. So, let's talk about now. You originally from Chicago.
Born in Chicago.
Born in Chicago, and moved around and ended up in Florida. What do you think about the Florida hip hop scene right now?
Right now, the Florida hip hop scene is like, I think, any other scene, which is the TikTok scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where you're from. Like, I mean, there's a cat from Tampa, I forget his name, but he's cool, man. It looks like he's having fun, but like, I don't know what year. I don't know that year, but that shit would be fun.
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby.
I'm an 80s baby. I'm 89, but I'm still an 80s baby.
Yeah,
that shit wouldn't have flown. I wouldn't have been able to be a rapper or a producer or any involved if I was him.
So give me a background about you, like, because do you consider yourself a rapper, or what type of music do you do?
Nowadays I do a lot more producing. A lot of people don't know. Our last few pushes, there's a song called Stutter out, and it's basically, we put that out to mainly project the point that I produce most of the songs I make. There's one with T-Pain, Yellow Wolf, and possibly a couple others I can't name because I haven't had them cleared yet, or whatever. And but it's just me on the beat, and I'm kind of, there's more money in beats than there is in.
Not like that. So name some of the people you produce for.
Okay, so we got T-Pain, obviously, Young Cash, if you're familiar with Young Cash, Yellow Wolf, if you're familiar with Yellow Wolf. I've co-produced with Struggle Jennings, which is Waylon Jennings, grandson, he's big out of Nashville. I'm trying to think of a few others that would really ring bells. But a lot of underground, but also with some random, placements that I got some credits or something like that.
Yeah. Now you said your goal is to create something to touch people and move people. I've heard you say that in the past.
Yeah, I say that because it may not. That statement might not have aged well, but I just want people to be move to make movement. You know what I mean? Actually do something about what they're talking about, or thinking about, or to actually do the thing that makes them happy. That's where I see. That's where I see the value in what I'm doing. If I can make a bunch of money doing it, that sounds fucking amazing.
Well, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully, if you do it right, then yes, you get blessed. But yes.
Yeah. So, growing up, what kind of music was playing around in your home, and what still echoes of that in your sound today?
There was a lot of Bob Marley, a lot of Bob Marley in my house. There was Temptations. There was, I think that's why I do the falsetto voice sometimes. But then, who else? Man, I'm really trying to think. We watched the Blues Brothers, the Blues Brothers is another thing that paying cash to, but that's why it was so weird, because they wanted to do like my family night movie. You know,
Yeah.
when you only had so many DVD or not DVDs, VHSs, or you had to go to Blockbuster and rent. You had 2 movies for the whole weekend.
You know what I'm saying?
If you had the upgrade package.
You gotta rewind the
Or go to Hollywood
back.
Video and get them for 99 cents or something, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Hollywood Video was around
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Rewind them joints, they gonna charge you more.
Yeah. Please be kind, please rewind, or we're gonna find.
When you got started, you were signed to Bacardi Records for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long period of time. And how was that experience? And how did that mold your career during that time?
I think it helped in a lot of ways and it hurt in a lot of ways. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't go to the studio a single one time. I was signed to Bacardi from when they started the discussions to when I actually signed. It was probably then to then it was probably like 2.5 years. I didn't go to the studio one time.
Now, why do you think that is?
Because they had one song that they wanted to push, and that's what they signed me for. So I was signed for a 1-song deal,
Yeah.
and so they just held me. And because I was a kid that was just dropped out. I just went to my first few semesters of college and saw what life was about to be like. So I was like, so when Bacardi hit you, and they're like, yo, what would it cost you a day to be comfortable in Miami? Da da da, and you know, just work on the stuff, do a couple photo shoots, and shoot them. I did shoot a dope ass music video that I don't have anymore.
Now, that's crazy.
Actually, if somebody can find it, it'd be crazy. But there was one music video we did, and it was basically, you know how everybody is dubstep now?
Yeah.
It was a dubstep record that I rapped on a bass nectar beat. And it's called Zone. I'm sure someone can find the song Zone somewhere. But it got deleted everywhere because it was just not allowed back. Yeah, you couldn't just rap on somebody's beat like that. And so, especially not a rapper on a dubstep beat.
Right.
That's crazy. That's fucking insane. Who would have thought? But
how did that whole situation come about? Because
I just did it.
Honest with you, I didn't even know Sony had a record label. And I mean, not Sony. Bacardi had a record label.
It's called Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah, and they had a rock band, I think a pop band, and then me. And I was always the one there. They were like, we need to focus on the. I'm not trying to sound Bacardian or whatever, but like we need to focus on the rock band and the pop band and the fucking rap band, blah blah blah. We on drugs, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm in college. I'm making experimental music. Yeah.
So
we getting down.
So he was okay when I went to the studio, or you?
No, it drove me crazy. All we did was eat pollo. My rider was pollo tropical, whatever steak or sushi I wanted for dinner, and extracurriculars was $300. So we could go out to the club, we could go stay at home and get whatever is off, and then whatever, and just go do whatever we wanted, whatever, or go to Tootsie, whatever we want. Especially if we didn't eat that pollo tropical in the morning because it was rubbing on my fucking meal ticket. But it was fun. It was so much fun, but it was not productive.
It wasn't. You felt like you outgrew that situation.
Yeah, the best thing that happened out of that situation was I was put in a movie by Cecil, the dude who did Shadows.
Yeah.
He put me in his next movie that I pray it comes out. It's called Uptown, and it's got Ocho Cinco in it. It's got rest in peace. God damn.
Uptown. Now, when did you shoot this?
This was Hey baby, I'm on the podcast. I mean, yeah, what's up?
No, it's all good. I said, I grew the Sony situation, and you were speaking about the new movie coming out.
Oh yeah. That was I wish the movie would come out, but I think they ran out of. They stopped editing for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Right, but look for it soon. It's gonna come out.
I still got paid.
The check's still cleared.
They're solid on that end, so they got my vote. Release.
Absolutely.
Free Cedric. Free Cecil.
So, how did your relationship come about with T-Pain?
Long or short?
We got time.
Okay, so I was one of the prominent artists in northern Florida, including the whole Panhandle and Jacksonville. It wasn't just Jackson. And I got recognized by. It was that time where you had to be like kind of actually about some shit.
Yeah.
Or you couldn't even go to record nowhere.
Right.
Like, that's how it was. You know what I mean? Like, and so I got to places other people couldn't. I could reach other places people couldn't. And I got to Young Cash, who had just jumped. And he had did a little 3-year bid for, I think it was, I don't remember, it was like on track or something, but it was whatever. But I hit him, or actually, I went to Bannerman Learning Center, which is a school for bad kids. And my boy was like, I can get you. And everyone around school heard that I did music because they played one of my songs on the school project over the loudspeakers. So it was kind of dope. I was like, wow, free promo. Yeah, at a bad school. You had a bad school.
Yeah.
But it was like some corny freedom of speech. You know what I mean? It wasn't that cool. And so anyways, back to where we were going. I've always been able to make something out of nothing, and this dude came into me and was like, yo, I know Young Cash. Do you want to feature with him? I was like, yeah. What you mean? You know what I mean? And like I said, I was like, and this a little bit, so I knew what was going on. And make like that man, make a job. And so, I get this is back in MySpace days, so it's, it's at least pre Y2K maybe.
Yeah, way before Facebook. MySpace used to be popping though back in the day.
That was popping. That shit was popping. Yeah, you was like me on my top 8, you know about my face.
Yeah.
Young Cash hit me up and said, yo, you got me on one of these features. So yeah, I said, yeah, I did. And that was on my grind with Young Cash. He looked me up and down, I'm fucking $150, barely any tattoos, but I was still working.
Yeah.
He did another bid and got out. Then he was thinking bigger. He was like, I need artists. He said, I asked him he wanted to get another joint called Red Lights. I think I produced that one too. And if you do any of that kind of stuff. But Red Lights by Young Cash and Chayo Nash. Shameless plug. But they Red Lights, and then as soon as we finished Red Lights, he was like, I noticed the way you snuck the cameraman in. I said, yeah, what would you do? And he's like, I saw the way that you talked me down from 2 bands to 800. It wasn't like that. It was an extreme amount worse than that. was the extra to be in the video. But anyways, that's how I met him. Then he took me under his wing. Ever since then, he's really just looked out. I can't really say anything negative about him. And he introduced me to T-Pain at his birthday. No, it was an Insta party or something back home. A lot of people were popular. Yeah. Everyone popular. Money. You know, from the love, rock love, fucking, anything, Survivor, anything. Road, what's it called?
The show from MTV?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Real World Rules. Yeah, so one was on the road, one was all in the building.
Yeah.
So you collaborated with T-Pain on Like This and Slide Over. What's the creative chemistry like in the studio between you two?
Us two. I'm gonna be real. Like, he's a musical genius and a star. So like, for me to come to him with something, it has to be incredible, and I have to know. You know what I mean? I gotta know that this is gonna be something he's gonna do. And so, like this, I made it in LA actually with my homeboy. Tim Valley introduced me to. You have to tag him in because I forgot. But shit. Yeah. And anyways, so I knew when I finished Like This, I was like, yeah, this is it.
All right. Many independent artists dream of label support.
Yeah.
What's one of the misconceptions about being signed that you want people to understand?
The loss of any other opportunity possible, basically. You know, you don't have so many. There's no label. No label's gonna even look your way. And that's also why me and Payne and I had the discussion. You know, hey Payne, can you help me out? One call from you would be like worth 1,000 for me. This is the one thing I always say is like a song, or like not a song, but a parable is like whatever. It's like one call from you would be like worth 1,000 for me. Can you just make one call? And then the next day I was on the phone with fucking Chayo, Snipes or whatever from Sony Records, and we were talking about what was next, because I was going wherever Payne was going. So there's those benefits, and then there's the benefits where it's like, yo, sometimes you gotta be someplace you gotta pay for, and like, or like it comes out of your paycheck and you can't pay for it. Like, or your check don't come because, you know, you're not, it's not where your bank account set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I put all my money into it. When I put all my money into this, I put all my money. I put all my chips.
We all in.
Yeah, when you all in. You know, if you're smart, you can fit. As I got older, I found ways to finagle. No, but I definitely don't. I don't see Jelly like I used to. He used to have like a big circuit,
Right.
in Florida.
So,
But he's my dog. Man. As far as I know, he's my fucking anything. But I ain't really talked to him. Real.
who are some of your favorite artists to work with?
Obviously, my team, Cash, Queen. I really like working with Struggle Jennings, because they start from scratch. Struggle and Scat Brains, they start from scratch, and I find music's better that way, especially if you know how to mix the right do the right fucking thing. musician or as like as a human being?
You got like AI making beats now. You got AIs making songs.
As a musician, I think it's an atrocity. Like it's an atrocity to think that people can't even compare what or that someone can come in and do something that's like someone might have died over, you know what I mean, or something that, or like a relationship somebody literally cried over. Like you can't, it's fucked up.
You can't mimic emotions.
Nah, you can't mimic emotions, bro. And if you can, then what the fuck do we have? What are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't
do that.
You know, I think a lot of it's funny. I can't act like I don't laugh at an AI meme every day, but goddamn, you talking about. But they're also not there yet, though. They're not better than us yet.
No.
I don't think it's a competition because they're gonna get better and better and better incrementally. What's up, their compound?
Yeah.
I was gonna have like compound issues on us.
So, what you got in the works right now? What you working on right now?
Right now, I got a song with Young Cash, video directed by Hot Rod. It's called Gorillas. I produced the beat with Typo. I'm excited about that. I mean, I can send it to you. I can send you maybe a sample.
Would you prefer studio or stage? Sunrise writing session or late night recording?
Late night recording.
Acoustic guitar or 80s? Or 808s?
808s.
Okay. Chicago pizza or Florida seafood?
Florida seafood.
Beach day or city night?
City night.
Alright. Text or FaceTime?
What's that?
Text or FaceTime?
FaceTime.
Old school R&B or new school trap?
New school trap.
Freestyle or pre-written ones?
Freestyle.
Sneakers or slides?
Yeah. Slides. Sneakers.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
What's the first album you ever bought or streamed from start to finish?
Oh man. It has to be Gangsta's Paradise, whatever Gangsta's Paradise was on.
Coolio album.
I think that's the first year I was like 4 years old or something, or like 5 years old maybe, where you could like, it's either that or Marshall Mathers or Peace Brother.
Yeah, that.
I think those are similar times, but I think Coolio was first.
That's the first time I've ever seen a video with a dude talking to the white woman. Like, he was in the face, like.
That was super weird.
Yeah,
What?
I remember that video. It did numbers too. What's a song that never fails to lift your mood?
Gang Gang by Lil Baby.
Yeah,
I don't know why that shit just.
Who do you prefer to listen to now?
There's no, bro. If you listen to my fucking playlist, you'd be like, what the fuck? You'd be like, who's just talking? You'd be like, then you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? And you'd be like, okay, this shit hits kinda. Ask him about my playlist in my car.
All of them are fire.
Bonkers,
Everything.
bonkers, but it makes no sense.
It made me say, man, I need to just start making hip hop now. This shit.
It's all just bonkers. It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Back to back.
Yeah. Lil Baby though, I told you about Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I fuck with Lil Baby. I don't know what he's doing there. He's talking to what's going on. But his voice, when I saw that voice come out of that little boy body, I was like, what the fuck is
Alright, what's one thing on your bucket list that doesn't have to do with music?
First thing that came to mind was skydiving. Second was I want to eat sushi in Japan.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I got to my waterfall.
You ever been to Japan?
No.
Yeah, they were paying people who probably right now.
Yeah, but it's not what you think it is, right?
You gotta apply and they give you like 5,000 a year. And,
5,000 yen.
I mean 5,000 a month, something like that.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Because I heard.
Just 5,000 a month.
Is it $5,000 or is it 5,000 yen? Because that makes a difference.
The population is low, so out to Japan, get that seafood.
Yep.
So, what would you tell up and coming artists right now? Trying to do this.
Up and coming artists right now. Re-gear this if you have any like emotion attached to this, like keep your emotion attached, but gear it into business. Is your merch page up? Are you bookable? Can someone book you if they want to? Are you on booking like lists? Are you on lists like the people who send out lists to book people every day? I get them because I book artists. I used to book artists. That's how me and Lil Debbie are good friends. That's how me and fucking Seeds and Stems are good friends. That's how me and fucking Afroman are good friends. Because they come through my city and the other motherfuckers would have been Zab and I would have been Zab. And then I would just go for them or not if I don't want to. And just collect the fucking door. And now, you know what I mean? Like, they're out there. There's people to meet. You just gotta network, bro. You gotta grind, bro. You can't. Motherfuckers be thinking this shit's just gonna
fall off the sky.
oh, it's a brick of silver. No, bro. You gotta grind. And then you gotta connect your dots. The dots you have. Like, you know what I mean? People, you know, I've gotten into business with thinking that, like, you know, just because I work with T-Pain, like, you know what I mean? I've been doing business, don't get me wrong, but like, because they think that I'm gonna do something with T-Pain, or I'm gonna do something with, you know, Young Cash, or like, whoever. I've had people hit me up about Shaq. I don't even fucking know Shaq. People hit me up and be like, yo, I gotta talk to Shaq right now. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. You need to give me a link. You need to link me up with Shaq. I'm like, bro. What the?
You the man. You got the reach, bro.
No. Like 6'3" reach.
6'3". Yeah, man. Talk about the importance of grinding. And you were a promoter at one point. Well, you still doing promotions.
No, I don't really do promotions. I would do more like I would be on the show or I would buy the show and then pay promoters. I never did any promoting myself.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't really. I'm not saying it's beneath me, but I'm saying it's not something I like doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help shit, but like I don't like people posting it on my page.
Right. How now you talked about in the earlier interview, you talked about starting off with a bag. A lot of artists are looking to get a bag. You want to expand, you know, like talk about that more because I feel the same way. I feel like a lot of these artists when they come around networking, they're looking to get something instead of trying to, you know.
Okay, so first off, if you got any type of dope merchandise, you need to start a print on demand site. Offer it. You need to start a print on demand site. Offer it. It's gonna print your merch. It's gonna send it out. You don't have to take care of it at all. If you're a real hustler, print out a box of shirts. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real hustler, print out a box of shirts and go flip them at your high school or your college or wherever you can, if you can. can't, then let it build with you and do a print on demand thing. Like with prints on demand for people who are too big or too small. Another thing you need to do is open an LLC. Open an LLC, get an EIN, open trade lines, and then all of a sudden they're going to start sending you $10,000 credit cards where you can actually open, you know, Amazon drop or a real drop, or buy an artist, you know, feature and invest, you know, buy artist feature for $5K and invest another $5K into marketing and merch and exclusive merch. It's just something, and that's a sloppy way of explaining it. But if anybody understands what I'm saying, like, it's definitely really a reality. Like, and that's just the basic bottom line of it. Like, this is the basics of it. There's tons more we can get into. Like,
Absolutely.
like opening up a court or like fucking writing things off.
You're gonna have to do a seminar.
When I can speak it better, yeah, I'll do that. But I can't do that, you know.
Because it sounds like you're speaking through experience.
I'm speaking through experience, and I would like to have better verbiage to give to you to explain to how I switched from, you know, doing one thing to another.
Alright guys, it's your girl Queen Bee, and I am here with the one and only Mr. Chayo Nash, and I have a couple of questions. Thank you for pulling up. We appreciate you. It's an honor and a privilege. So quick first question, what is your background, your native background? Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Cook County, Chicago.
Oh, from Chi-Town.
Yes, I grew up there until I was about 3 or 4. Then moved to Naperville, then moved to Tampa, and then to Chicago or Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. So your final destination currently, you are a Jacksonville native.
Jacksonville, Orange Park, Fleming Island, all over.
Okay, so you move around. Okay, and the name Chayo Nash, was that given to you, or like how did that name came to be?
That was given to me.
Okay, can we get the history?
I spent a lot of time in Coach Ranks, and it was just like the name was maybe like the way I can like the microphone, or a rock, or a hardwood. And that's just basically what it was. I didn't create that name. That name created me.
It found you. You didn't find the name found you. Okay, and music-wise, have you always just been musically talented? Do you have any other music skills, like play instruments and things of that nature?
I play guitar, I play bass, I used to do percussion, you know, in junior high.
Okay.
In the band.
Alright, so you snared it up a little bit.
Snared it up, bassed it up, quieted it up, everything.
So what would be your favorite instrument that you've played, where you're most talented? Vocals?
Yeah.
Okay, so not only do you rap, you also have a little singing skills, is that what you're saying? Yes, we have listened. So as far as where you see yourself going, like what do you see you going with your music at this time?
Well, I just had a new deal with someone I can't mention at the moment, but they're down to the whole point of my deal with Pain was to get me into a different label.
Okay.
Someone that was willing to put more time into it, because how you gonna get into Pain's label and then be the next man, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's not really time for that, so that's really what I'm on right now. I'm focused on right now.
Any acting, or you see yourself doing any type of movies or
I
small
would
productions that way?
I have been planning to get back to LA for a long time, but I haven't landed that like
pulling up to the store and you see a, what we call, they call them fine shit? I don't know what they call it. What would be your line to approach this girl, or would you even approach? Fine shit now. This is one you have visioned this, like this body type, this frame, this face, this is what you have always said, damn, if I ever see her, I can't let her go. What would be your approach, your go-to line?
I have no idea.
So you tell me Chayo Nash.
I would choke up.
You choke her up?
I'd choke up.
Oh, you would choke up.
I probably should pull up and go that. Never mind.
You stutter? You would stutter?
Yeah, I would stutter. Yeah.
Speaking of stutter, your song that you have out now, there are a few people that I compare. Well, I don't do comparisons, but puts me in the mind frame of some of the greatest. And when I hear your song Stutter, now there is a line Kevin Gates has where he's talking about, because everybody can't talk about this, and you say something about your bottle is only for your bro. Alright, okay. What would this bottle be referring to? What do you drink? What is your favorite go-to liquor?
This song, I'm gonna preface this.
Okay.
This song was written probably about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then the video that someone said was based on was like a decade ago.
Okay.
I didn't even have dreads. I had like a little poof. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that was red. And I just snatched the bottle off the stage because like a fan trying to steal our bottle.
We saw that. We saw that.
That's all it was. It wasn't like, I'd be in the club just stomping
like this all week.
Don't touch my bottle.
Okay.
Don't touch my bottle. They're not my bro.
So you do share if it's not,
Yeah,
okay. But this
course.
particular song is referring to that moment where somebody tried you in your bottle.
It's really related to real life. Yeah.
Real life stuff.
It wasn't like, nah, I get the bottle.
Okay,
No,
so he is a sharer. I don't ever think that you can approach if he
I mean,
has a
she's
bottle.
probably not even drinking the bottle.
You low key with it.
I'm low key.
Okay. So when's the last time you been to Chicago?
Chicago, I was there overnight on the way to Wisconsin. Visit my cousin.
Okay. You still have family there?
Yeah, family. Her cousin. Her name is Grace.
Shout out to Grace. All right, so I'm going to ask you because you said you lived in Tampa for a short period of time. If there was a go-to place that you have to, anytime you visit Tampa, and you would like to, you have friends or family with you, like, hey, we got to go to this particular spot, what would that spot be in Tampa?
Oh, it's not in Tampa. It's in Clearwater. It'd be Frenchies, but if it was in Tampa, we used to always just, as a family, we would go to that original Outback just because it was the original. Not because it's great or anything.
Okay.
It's like the original McDonald's.
Yes, yes.
But it had some sentimental family value to it.
Okay.
Tampa, everything.
So, Tampa's really known for their cigar, being like the biggest cigar producers or manufacturers, and people from all over used to come back in the days to Tampa for cigars. Have you ever had a Cuban cigar in Tampa?
Probably have had a Cuban cigar in Tampa.
Okay.
I just got my guy Tony.
Oh, okay. So you got to connect.
Yeah.
A plug. All right, Tony, wherever you at in Tampa, shout out to you for the plugs on them certified Cubans. I'm going to have to check you out when I get back to Tampa.
Don't like 2 times,
Well, it has been a pleasure meeting you. Looking forward to a whole bunch of stuff that you have planned for us. And thanks for sharing your journey and your life with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Wishing you best of luck. Y'all, it's your girl Queen B, and it's your boy
Chayo Nash.
All right, let's go.
Heavy on the wrist, baby.
Thank you.